What's up, folks? It's Dr. Remy LeBeau here. I'm coming at you from the X-Lair, and I'm just going to do a quick reaction to the Dark Tower trailer. So I have been a fan of the Dark Tower series since I was a wee lad. I read all the books. I waited years for the books to complete the story because Stephen King was in an accident, and first he had taken time off the books, and then he was in an accident. I think he was run off the road or something, and at that point he realized like it could end any time for him, and he needed to finish the book. So that's when he released like the last 3 books in quick succession, and it was really satisfying. And of course, the books don't just tell the story of the gunslinger; they also connect to The Stand, which was probably one of the best books I ever read as a kid. It's weird. I always had The Stand with me when I was growing up. It was kind of like this weird like a safety blanket type of thing where I carried it around with me, and it was all tattered and I don't know. There was something about that book that was really special to me. I think it was just such a long journey. I had the uncut version, and I remember just going through that book, and maybe it was just like the longest book I'd ever read, so like it represented a big accomplishment for me. Anyway, whatever it was, like I had a strong connection to these characters in this world, and so I've been waiting for years for somebody to throw together something that was of quality that represented these characters either in television or film. Obviously, the Stand miniseries from years ago was okay. I remember so we have this thing called advanced placement here in the U.S., for those of you that aren't from the U.S., and I was in an advanced placement course in high school, and there's a test you take at the end of the year, which is kind of like the college final for the class, and if you do well in it, you actually get college credit for it. I remember The Stand was on the week I had that exam, and I didn't study for the exam. I watched The Stand, and I didn't do that well in the exam as a result of it, but it was so worth it because I just love The Stand. But of course, now in hindsight, it's clear that The Stand was not of great quality, and I'm waiting for somebody to make a good version of that. Anyway, a few years ago, we heard that Ron Howard was going to make like several films, and there was going to be a television show for the Dark Tower, and it was really exciting. And I just couldn't wait for it. And of course, it fell apart, or something happened. Anyway, now here we are, a few years later, and here is finally a trailer for the Dark Tower. The Dark Tower is coming out. I haven't heard anything bad or good about it yet, so I hope it works out. I really want it to work out. I really like the choice of Idris Elba as Roland the Gunslinger. I think it's great. I think Matthew McConaughey as Randall Flagg could be stellar. And this could be the beginning of something incredible. I hope they realized it when they were making it. I hope they've put all the effort and resources into that it deserves, so that it can be as great as the fans know it is. And now I'm going to get my first taste of it. So here we go. The trailer for The Dark Tower. All right, here we go.
For thousands of generations, the gunslingers were knights, sworn to protect us from the coming of the dark.
Sees visions, as you call them.
What do you see?
I see a tower, the man in black, and the gunslinger.
They're just dreams. They're not real, Jake.
Jake! Jake is one of the main characters.
Up there. I know, Chris.
Oh.
Who are you?
It's you. You're a gunslinger, right?
There are no gunslingers. Not anymore.
Why does the man in black want to destroy the tower?
The tower protects both our worlds. If it falls, hell will be unleashed.
He's like the devil, isn't he?
No, he's worse.
You can't stop what's coming. Death always wins.
Your world world might be gone, but mine isn't. You let that tower fall, billions of people die.
Do they have guns and bullets in their world?
You know, like Earth, a lot.
All right, let's go.
You clawing your way out of the darkness? Did you tell the kid whoever walks with you dies by my hand?
I will kill him for both of us. I do not aim at my hand. He who aims with his hand has forgotten the face of his father. I aim with my eye.
Yes!
I cannot shoot with my hand. I shoot with my mind. I do not kill with my gun. I kill with my heart.
Holy shit, Storm! That was dope, folks. That was really dope. Like I'm a little bit speechless. It's pretty intense. It's a pretty intense thing to see characters that you grew up with and held so close to your heart to like just come to life. And I think they're doing a good job. This is a good sign for the movie. I think the quality looks great. Of course, the acting is probably what is selling it the most. Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey are excellent. If it wasn't them, it might come off really stupid and cheesy. But Matthew McConaughey is selling Randall Flagg, and that is so important because Randall Flagg is such an important villain. Like, he is such the quintessential bad guy, and if you don't believe it, if you don't fear him, then it all falls apart because the story does hinge on him being sort of this strong counterbalance to good and actually being a threat to all that is good. And it looks like he pulled it off. So it's looking good. The movie's looking great as far as what I've seen. The cinematography, the production design, like it's not cheap, and it looks the way it needs to look in order for the film to come off in the way that it deserves to come off, like as a quality film, as a story that is important and should be watched and should be celebrated. Anyway, hopefully the film turns out well. We've seen bad trailers. We've seen really good trailers in the past that have led to crap, and so I'm not getting all my hopes up, but it looks like this is a good sign for the series. Anyway, that's my quick sort of reaction to the trailer for The Dark Tower, which I cannot wait for. So excited about it. Anyway, that's that. Thanks for checking out my video. Thanks for checking out my channel. If you haven't already subscribed, you can do so down there by clicking the subscribe button and keeping up with any stuff that I might have coming up. As always, I'd like to remind you to put an X in the box because ain't nobody checking me, folks. I hope you have a great one. Bye-bye.